Oh shit.
You already know this. Your boy DriPPie in the building, man. Back with another banger. If you know the vibes, you like, comment, subscribe, show love, do best. You already know. So trust no matter breath. Listen. DriPPie's home. DriPPie's home. Yeah. Yo, man, it's been a little minute since I uploaded. I slowed down the uploads, but I'm trying to get back on it. So it really helps if y'all can like, comment, subscribe. You feel what I'm saying? And share me some videos that y'all want me to react to, no matter what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Tap in. Today's video, man, is long overdue, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. So if y'all haven't been keeping up with the Mikey Williams case, I have, until this very last thing that just happened out of nowhere. I didn't know what happened, but evidently Mikey Williams beat the case. So we're about to react to that, man. Let's get it popping, man.
The following program is rated TV MA. Viewer discretion is advised.
My source for this whole case has been Mr. Sports, so y'all already know how we do it, man. Gotta plug the plug for the one time, man. So hit me one time.
Hit me 2 times. Hit me 3 times. Lego. Hit it for me. Hit it for me. Hit it for me. Hit it for me. Hit it for me.
That's enough, man. That's a Philly thing, if y'all ain't know, man. We like that. We like the dance and whatnot and stuff like that. But without no further ado, man, let's get into this video, man. I ain't gonna waste your time. Let's get it.
Prize recruit Mikey Williams walked.
Hey, hold on, my brother. Let me run that back.
Prized recruit Mikey Williams walked out of a San Diego courtroom today saying he's excited to get back to the court.
All glory to God. I'm just happy that I made it out of this situation, but I'm just excited to get back to the court.
You won't believe what went down in the courtroom with.
So he went off the court to get to the court and back to court.
None other than the high-flying sensation himself, Mikey Williams. Yeah, Mikey Williams finally did it. The former high school sensation just sidestepped the legal storm and came out on top. The guy who was making headlines for his moves on the hardwood found himself making strategic moves in the courtroom. Imagine facing the possibility of a 30-year sentence hanging over your head, and then, out of nowhere, the script flips. Mikey has managed to dodge prison time, and the details are nothing short of mind-blowing. Stick around, because today we're spilling all the details on Mikey Williams' legal slam dunk, how he went from a potential 30-year sentence to a single misdemeanor conviction with no prison time. Yeah, you heard me right, no prison time.
I want to know what happened.
Story that's got everyone talking, and today
we're
diving
Come
deep
on,
into
you
Mikey
hold
Williams'
it.
wild
Listen, you
courtroom
striking us
victory.
on, man. Let's go. Get
Now,
to it.
If you've been living under a rock, let me catch you up to speed. Mikey Williams, the young basketball sensation, has been facing some serious legal trouble. The saga started back in March when authorities in San Diego County arrested him for allegedly firing a handgun into the occupied vehicle outside his Hilltop home. San Diego County authorities didn't waste time.
I'm wondering, is that really his home? I don't think that's really his home, right? I pictured his home a little bit bigger. It's something like a something $1 million crib. I don't think this is his home, is it? This shit, the lawn ain't even manicured. You feel what I'm saying? I thought it was a gate down at the bottom. This
Outside his Hilltop home. San Diego County authorities didn't waste time, arresting Williams in April after a report of a shooting outside his home on March 27th, 2023. An argument
that really might be.
5 people leaving, and as they drove away, gunshots.
Ain't that crazy how they gonna exploit that man's crib like that, though? That ain't thorough. He's a star. I put in his house and his family and his well-being in danger. You feel me?
In the night. The stakes were high and the allegations were even higher. 5 counts of assault with a weapon plus 1 for firing into an occupied vehicle. But that wasn't the end of it. In October, prosecutors added 3 more charges, turning the legal heat up on Mikey. But he wasn't backing down. From the get-go, he pleaded not guilty when the charges hit him in April. In an October preliminary hearing, a judge ruled that there was substantial evidence to take the case to trial. Now, fast forward to the recent developments, and a deal was sealed in El Cajon Superior Court during a readiness hearing leading up to a December 14th, 2023 jury trial. November 30th, 2023 is a date Mikey might never forget. he made a surprising move, pleading guilty. Not to all 9 counts, but to 2 felony charges before Judge Roderick W. Shelton. One for making criminal threats and the other for personal use of a firearm in the commission of a crime. The firearms charge is set to be dismissed, and the criminal threat charge will be reduced to a misdemeanor at Mikey's sentencing on August 12th, 2024.
Okay, so he was specific. So he was specific about what he knew and he did wrong and what he didn't do wrong. And he picked up those 2 things and he defended the other things that he did not feel guilty for or was not convicted guilty for. You feel what I'm saying? Did not plead guilty for.
But, and it's a big but, there are some hoops he's got to jump through. Mikey has to complete anger management and gun safety classes, engage in cognitive behavioral therapy, and put in 80 hours of community service.
Okay, so question is, did he fire the firearm or not? Hold on, let's go back to that. Let's see what he pled guilty for again.
Criminal threat in the commission of a crime. The firearms charge is set to be personal charges, rising move, pleading guilty. Not to all 9 counts, but to 2 felony charges before Judge Roderick W. Shelton.
2
One for
felony
making criminal
charges.
threats and the other for
Criminal
personal use of a
threats.
firearm in the commission of a crime.
Personal use of a firearm in the commission of a crime. What does that mean? I spelled commission right, but we going. So basically he's saying he did threaten to use his firearm, which is damn near interesting for him to only get motherfucking but it's a plea deal. If he pleading guilty, it's a deal that they work out and they, you know what I'm saying? So regardless of what the possibility was supposed to be of, you know, a crime like that, if he was to be found guilty, that would be his verdict. But because there's probably a plea deal in between it.
The firearms charge is set to be dismissed, and the criminal threat charge will be reduced to a misdemeanor at Mikey's sentencing on August 12th,
Okay, and it's being
2024.
brought down to a misdemeanor.
But,
Okay.
and it's a big but,
That's
there are some hoops he's got to jump through.
interesting.
Mikey has to complete anger
Like, no
management
bet.
and gun safety classes, engage in cognitive behavioral therapy, and put in 80 hours of community service.
That's real
Any
interesting.
slip up,
Am I tripping,
and this
chat?
deal goes out the window.
Give me 1 second. I got the natural light flowing through, but I forget that I need the light facing me as well. So
Even
let's-
a minor
yeah.
traffic violation could send everything crashing down. Randy Grossman, the seasoned criminal defense attorney who recently joined Mikey's legal squad, said, "I've spoken to Mikey a lot. He accepts full responsibility for his actions on that night in March. He was an 18-year-old kid. He felt threatened when a car full came there. He recognizes the mistakes in judgment he made. He vows for that to never happen again. He wants to continue to be a role model for kids out there. What he did was wrong, and he wants to caution them to not make the same mistakes he made."
Okay.
In a
The way
heartfelt
that
video
he's
posted
speaking,
on-
the way that the commissioner speaking is, yeah, that nigga pulled the strap out. He let that shit go. It's not a laughing matter, but hear me out. The way that he just wiggled out that shit from what it really happened, now we're getting the true story of what really happened, and the way that he's being let off, like, that shit is very, very, very interesting. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people don't get out a situation like that, admitting that they did what they did was wrong and all that stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? He is young. He doesn't have a criminal background, you know, stuff like that. And he's pleading. And also there's things that do defend his case. Like, for example, them actually coming up to his crib and being a threat. Like I said, you have the stand your ground rule in California as well. What is it? Your base or something like that. You have that rule where, you know, you, no matter what, you know what I mean, somebody comes to your private property, you can do, you know what I mean, by all means, if you're defending yourself or, you know, you standing your ground. You feel me? Even no matter, even if they're on your property, you still, you feel what I'm saying? So that's a big thing right there.
On social media, Mikey himself spoke out. "All glory to God. I'm just happy I made it out of this situation. I'm just excited to get back to the court.
That's deep.
It's a redemption pledge, a commitment to rise above the storm and come back stronger than ever." The reactions. And the reactions to Mikey's roller coaster
This is
ride
usually the
have been
juicy
pouring
part.
in. On the X
What they
platform,
saying?
formerly Twitter,
What
one
they
user
saying?
expressed intrigue, stating, "This is crazy. Really intrigued to hear what happened, and hopefully he gets back out there soon. The roller coaster of emotions continues with supporters rallying behind Mikey, shouting, "Let's go, Mikey. TF knew you was innocent, boy." However, not all
Now, he not innocent. He is not innocent. Get that correct.
messages are filled with positivity. Some critics are less forgiving, suggesting man needs to be on a one-way flight to China and go play overseas. The court of public opinion can be harsh, and Mikey is facing both cheers and jeers in the aftermath of his
overseas
legal
ain't going.
Now, let's talk numbers. 2 felonies on the table could have meant a whopping 13 years behind bars. But
he gotta really market himself where he is right now, because it's really where his market flows. You feel what I'm saying? Where his drip flows. It's flowing, and he's young. Why the fuck would he be going over to China? You feel what I'm saying? I get what he's saying about the China shit and going over there, but it's an escape type shit. You feel me? Where it's like you leave all that shit behind. You feel me? But that shit going to destroy his career. Him going to China, that could really change his whole life around. He'll be a regular, average ass motherfucker. In America, that's where the competition really is right now. You feel what I'm saying? So it's an opportunity of a lifetime. You feel what I'm saying?
assures us that no custody is anticipated. The misdemeanor with a maximum of 1 year is on the table, but it seems like Mikey is steering clear of that too. Grossman stated, "The kid lived a crime-free life for 18 years. I don't anticipate something happening at this point. I think he's going to be extra careful." Back to college? That's the burning question echoing through the hoops community. Mikey's status at the University of Memphis is unknown. The real head-scratcher, though, is not that just when will he hit the hardwood, but if the University of Memphis will let him lace up those sneakers. Mikey, the crown jewel of Memphis's 2023 signing class, was expected to be the shining star of this year's team. However, Coach Penny Hardaway stacked the roster with seasoned veterans from the transfer portal after the 2022-23 season. The Tigers are off to a 5-1 start, eyeing their third consecutive NCAA tournament appearance, but where does Mikey fit into this revamped equation?
Now, being found that he was guilty, doesn't that jeopardize his opportunity at the college that he's at now? Think about that.
Let's rewind a bit. In 2022, Eric Bossy, the national basketball director at 24/7 Sports, had this to say about Mikey. He's a good ball handler with wiggle off the dribble who finds and exploits cracks in the defense. There is a natural flair and charisma that comes along with his game. High praise,
That's
right?
a natural liar.
But can that charisma
But okay.
translate into a seamless fit with the current Tiger squad? Well, time will tell. Here's the twist, though. Mikey hasn't even practiced with the team yet. While his legal battle unfolds in California, he has been holding it down in the West Coast, far from the hardwood in Memphis. The university stated in September, highlighting that though enrolled in online classes and officially on the roster, Mikey's on the sidelines until the legal storm clears. Grossman stated that he has
That doesn't
been
mean he's not
contacted
practicing,
Memphis's
though.
heads, Coach Penny Hardaway, and athletic director Laird Veach while the negotiations on the plea agreement were in full swing. University stance. He said they are still very supportive of Mikey. They believe in him, so we'll see. I don't know how they're going to view this now. On the one hand, you could say the case is still pending because he hasn't been sentenced. On
That's
the other
facts.
hand, he has pled guilty. Maybe they say pleading guilty to a felony disqualifies him currently.
That's what I
but
was thinking.
misdemeanor, they don't have an issue with.
A misdemeanor may
In
not.
the legal
So,
world, there's usually a full year between a guilty plea and sentencing, especially in cases with deferred judgment. But Mikey's
Hold on. Can we be a little transparent here? Does the law protect Mikey? Him being able to stay in his ground, people come to his property, they start causing a ruckus, things get intense, things get hot, he stands his ground with a firearm. Fleeting vehicle, okay, understandable. There could be plenty of explanations for what happened. It could have been more than 2 shots. It could have been a couple. There's a lot of things that's out of detail. But what's the story saying? 2 shots. All right, boom. Now the law protects the person with the firearm in that scenario. However, this is definitely an not attempted murder, but this is definitely an assault case. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Those bullets could have did some damage. Them bullets could have did some motherfucking damage, bro. Headshot, plow, you're done. All it takes is one. You feel what I'm saying? He threw 2 out there. That's two victims right there. You feel what I'm saying? not on no reckless, like he just walking up the motherfucker and they shooting him. He on the street, boom, and it's done. But it's like, you know, you definitely got to think about how responsible and how important it is when you have a firearm and you causing that much damage to another person. You feel what I'm saying? So it has to be like a very, very, very dire situation when you have to use a firearm. You feel me? Type shit.
His legal team, in cahoots with prosecutor George Maudlin and the district attorney's office, pulled off some legal wizardry. They trimmed it down to less than 9 months, a move that could be a game changer for Williams' career. The dark cloud. Now, the alleged incident happened shortly before midnight on March 27, 2023.
See, I think in this scenario, it's not about, and hear me out, y'all. It's not about punishing the wrongdoing of a person straight outright. I think it's more so about guaranteeing this person's future and making sure that he's going to be a better person in the long run. You feel me? I think that's what they hitting for with this. You feel what I'm saying? Jail and prison and losing time and all that ain't just something that you just want to outright do to a person, because it could change his life forever. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Having an opportunity like this and being able to go to college and play basketball, change the future, not just for that person, but of many people around. You feel what I'm saying? So these decisions, man, these is heavy weighing decisions, man. This is tough. Like,
a white Tesla rolled up to Mikey's 3,500 square foot fortress. 5 individuals plus a driver were all prompted by a high school student dating J.J. Taylor, Mikey's teammate committed to Memphis and living in the same house. The teen girl, whose identity remains undisclosed due to her minor status, testimony in the preliminary hearing painted a chilling picture. She went inside to meet JJ, but Mikey wasn't having it. Upset by their presence, he unleashed a barrage of threats. The girl recounted, "He said we'd leave with bullet holes and we're up in the mountains, so no one would be able to save us or help us. He was threatening us with all kinds of threats. I was trying to calm the mood down, and so was JJ." Another witness testified saying,
so why didn't you leave when he said to leave the first time or the second time, or the barrage of threats that he's been given? What took you so long to leave? Who's that person driving that Tesla? Is that an Uber? Why is it more than 5 people in that situation that you're not mentioning?
Mikey claimed he was going to get his gun, then Mikey disappeared in the house.
This is me saying, because I heard this story a couple times.
Williams exiting the house holding a handgun with a red laser just as they were getting into the car to depart. But no one testified to witnessing Mikey firing the gun. Their accounts only attested to the Tesla being targeted. The prosecution proved these claims with photographic evidence revealing 4 bullet holes in the trunk and rear window.
So now they're saying 4. I thought it was only 2. I'm hearing 4 now. What's going on?
Grossman's maneuvering in the legal arena is a masterclass. You see, it's not about what Mikey did, but the perception of the threat he posed. The narrative shifts from gunshots to the display of a firearm. It's a subtle but crucial move in the courtroom chess match. Mikey technically didn't plead guilty to firing the gun. The plea was for issuing threats, and brandishing the firearm was just one chilling part of that threat.
Right.
The NIL dilemma. Mikey Williams.
So there seems like there's more than just what's at hand. What they're doing right now, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but it seems like they're presenting, because what they're saying what he could be possibly guilty for is gonna go hand in hand with another thing. So it's either they're delaying his sentencing, or they're gonna try to fight for him to only take them 2 and keep it moving. But one of them, like you said, the one that got dropped is the one that's gonna go hand in hand with all the other 5 that he's actually gonna be that he can actually be guilty for. So I don't know. I don't understand 100%. But like from what I'm seeing, inside out type shit, I mean outside in type shit, they're delaying his process of being formally or being overall guilty and going to prison and not being able to have the opportunity to play college or anything like that. This shit will most definitely probably come back up in life. You feel what I'm saying? Probably won't be when he's 25 or 26, but it'll probably be when he's like 19 or 20 when that shit's been back around, or when this, you know, depending on what the verdict is. But that's what we're waiting for at the end of the day. I thought the verdict already came. Watching this video, I learned that the verdict has not been here yet. So there's still a lot going on. This is just an update. Now, For them to think that Mikey is out of the situation, no, it is not over yet. We're still waiting for the verdicts.
Was an early trailblazer in the name, image, and likeness era, locking in a multi-year deal with Puma in 2021. Millions followed his every move on social media until he seemingly deactivated his accounts. His NIL valuation, once soaring at $3.6 million, according to On3.com, took a hit as brands distanced themselves following his legal woes. The question now is, can Mikey reclaim his status as an NIL sensation? The landscape has shifted, and the road to redemption
He gotta work
seems
his way
uncertain.
back up, respectfully.
The lucrative deals that once adorned his journey are now gone. Until next time, keep it real, keep it Mr. Sports, and I'll catch you in the next.
As a sports brand owner and stuff like that, personally, I think I would want to keep a close eye on him, and I would still support him on his journey, but he gonna have to work his way back up type shit. You feel what I'm saying? How them NILs probably worked was they presented him with a certain amount, gave him merchandise and all that stuff, and that's how, you know, you continue to carry it. However, how I would do it after this situation, I would say this is all about you right now. You got to work on, you know, being a great basketball player that you are. This is all off of hard work now, a discipline now. You feel what I'm saying? I can't really present you anything. I don't know. It would need some time. You feel me? I would go on a 360 or something like that. I need some time. I need to see how everything develops out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not just going to jump to a conclusion. Like I said, I like the talent. You feel what I'm saying? The effort, the hard work that goes behind it. You can't deny that. You feel what I'm saying? Respectfully. And, you know, you take a hit. It's a liability if you just jump the gun and just, you know what I'm saying? So I would keep a close eye, and I would still support it. Like, you feel me? This is not about him making money opportunities right now. This is more about personal, interrelational services. You feel what I'm saying? This is more about making sure that he's good, making sure that his family is well and in good hands. You feel what I'm saying? It's not just about money going in and out of motherfuckers' pockets. It's about making sure he has the right resources to make sure that, you know, he's not being neglected and anything like that. So it's a little deeper than just making money, spending money, giving money, taking away money, offering money. It's more about them services and resources now. What do these brands know? What can these brands offer? That's why when that one motherfucker Lace Clips, he dropped Mikey right out the fucking blue. He ain't even go to support that man. He ain't check on that man. It don't seem like he checked on that man or checked on his family. Ain't ask him if he had a lawyer. Ain't tell him that he knows a guy or two. He knows relatable situations that happen where people was in where they could help him up. No, he ain't even do the research to try to help him. That's so fucked up. That's a one-sided relationship. That's not good business. You feel what I'm saying? That's just transactional. Yeah, and it's business. That's business for real. That's business. But yeah, that's how I be. I ain't gonna stay too long. It's just one more thing I just want to address, man. Just this one more thing, man. I want to know. Well, like I said, we waiting for the verdict, right? We are waiting for the verdict, right? I just want to know. Well, yeah, it's really not like I said. We just waiting for the verdict. We're just waiting for the verdict at this point. At this point, it's like I know now. The way that they're giving him these guilty pleas and stuff like that, he's admitting to actually committing a crime. You feel what I'm saying? Or possibly committing a crime. Like if he's giving those pleas, you're found guilty. You feel what I'm saying? Now, how deeply is if it's a felony or is it a misdemeanor? You feel what I'm saying? They're trying to knock it down to misdemeanors. Like we said, we need the verdict still to find out what it really happens. But they're trying to knock it down to misdemeanors. But you can be found still at a felony. And plus, if that one is found at a felony, then the other 5 is probably going to come up because you can't just have one and not have the other 5 and make it, because they're still attempts. You feel what I'm saying? They're still attempts. So this is crazy, bro. This is just getting started. This motherfucker said Mikey finally did it. No, it's not over, Mikey. Bro, the fight not over, bro.
Prized recruit
going strong,
Mikey
bro.
Williams walked out of a San Diego.
Keep grinding, bro. And at the end of the day, stay in shape, stay healthy, keep grinding, and focus on the future. Focus on the future, my boy. All right? Bless, bro. Bless.
see you.